All right, my friends, episode 3, the home stretch. I think we got a little over half an hour ahead of us, maybe less if I can break records. I tried to check and see we are 19 and a half hours into day 2, and we're done. We're down the mountain, and we're ready to go back. Honestly, it's taken me 4 days to get here the first time sometimes. So we're way ahead of schedule. I tried to go back and check the recordings. I deleted them from the failed recording attempt. Basically, this point, 5 minutes from now, my recording stopped and I didn't notice. But I was 2.5 hours into recording and we're a little under that now. So I think we're ahead of schedule. We don't need to sleep the rest of the way. Coffee and 1 stim pack. And yeah, it's it. Hopefully the weather clears up. It is almost sunrise, so I know how to do this last chunk of this journey in the dark, and that's what we're going to do. Let's bring this thing home. Let's set a personal best. And the moose is over there, or he was last time, so fingers crossed we won't see him. And we didn't have any close encounters with the bear. We haven't been attacked by a wolf. Not even any close calls, really. Life has been good so far. So, I'm going to brighten up the screen for you guys now that torch is out of here. Reminder to myself. Pay attention. It's very dark for me. I also considered exiting the game to remove that pointer, but that would have meant... First of all, I think it saves when you sleep. So, I think I have a save point right there, but it would have meant exiting, and I've done this already. I've done 2.5 hours of adventure and had the recording fail. I'm going to keep a very close eye on the little indicator icon and make sure I don't accidentally turn it off like we did before. But like I said, I can do this journey in the dark. I can cut some of this out, and but I don't really need to. If we've only got 35 or so minutes ahead of us, that makes a good length for a final episode. The first 2 were around an hour, depending on how I edited. So yeah, we just, we make do. Do I have anything that I can drop? No, we just keep drinking coffee, and hopefully that keeps our weight. We keep drinking coffee every time we get encumbered, and hopefully we can raise that energy level bit by bit. But yeah, so this is going to be the series with the cursor in the middle of the screen. It's not terrible. A lot of games have something like that. Part of the HUD, but it's not supposed to be here. There's only supposed to be a tiny dot when you're looking at a thing or, loading a gun or whatever. But we just go and live with it because I was afraid of exiting and then it going, oh, restart? No, I can't do it, guys. I mean, I would for you, but the chances of me repeating myself or having a disaster happen just grow greater and greater every time I record the series over. So hopefully this is the final time. It's very dark for me, so hopefully I've managed to brighten it up for you guys. But if you've made it to episode 3, you can clearly handle me blathering, and so this is the time I'm going to take to just give a thank you to you. If you're watching this now, you're probably one of my most fervent supporters. And I haven't treated you all that well. I mean, you got to be true to yourself in this YouTube adventure. It's a ruthless business, and I had lots of ups and downs. I think it's only in the previous recording that I talked about this stuff, other than for a few brief minutes, so I'll take some time now to talk about it. I started off on YouTube wanting to make it my life's work and playing video games, and I succeeded by all measures. I managed to get to a point where I didn't have to do the job I was used to doing. Right? I got all my clothing on, right? No, I don't. No wonder I'm cold. Walking in my socks? Idiot. I took off all that wet stuff and I didn't put it back on. I shouldn't be this cold. Oh. That's all right. We'll have a chance to warm up eventually. We'll push on. We should be good energy-wise, and we will keep the hype. Freezing. That was a fool's move. That was so silly. I shouldn't have gotten that cold that fast, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I started, you know, my intentions were pure in many ways, and we're going to have a loading screen here in a second, guys, as we transition out of Timberwolf Valley. This is where my recording stopped last time. It happened again. Something about that loading screen. This is the exact same place. I don't know why, but I caught it this time, so that's good. Yeah, my intentions were pure in many ways, but in many ways not. I was... what's the quote? It's from Self-Reliance by Emerson. Imitation. Dang it. I should stop and look it up. Imitation is something, and something is suicide. Anyway, the point of it is, if you set out to imitate, you kill yourself in some ways. You kill your individuality, I guess. And if you... oh God, why can't I remember the quote? I'm going to Alt-Tab and I'm going to Google it. I'll come right back to you once we get to the bottom of this rope. I got it. Envy is ignorance, imitation is suicide. Now, you know this is a hell of a YouTube channel if the guy's quoting Ralph Waldo Emerson, but that's kind of the point, is be yourself, don't imitate. So if you're starting out on a journey like mine, if maybe I was the guy that you looked at and said, I want to do that, I want to be like that, imitation is suicide, envy is ignorance. So let's talk about that. My guy was BOO, Minecrafter. And I watched him and just went, I want that. I want to have an audience like that. I want to have my life be like his and my job be like his. And I want to, for him, it was being a landscaper, working for his dad's company, which is what I did when I was a young man. For me, it was, by the time I started this, it was a waiter. I was a bartender. And, and so I envied. And envy is ignorance. I didn't know what it was like. So to envy him was me being ignorant of what his challenges were as a YouTube creator and a father and a friend and a husband and all those things that the man is. And for you to envy me is also ignorance. You don't know what my struggle is. And imitation is suicide. Now, suicide not meaning you actually kill yourself, just meaning you kill a part of yourself when you step out and go... the way that I start my videos sometimes and go, ladies and gentlemen, that's imitation. That was BOO, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy B-Dubs. He didn't say back in your life, but whatever. Maybe someone else is out there making videos now saying back in your life, imitating me. So we all do it, and it's all part of the game. But I envied and I imitated, and I got to a point... which my brother still looks at me to this day and goes like, you stopped YouTube, but you got to the point where you were paying your bills and not having to have a job. But, I wasn't drastically happier than I had been as a waiter. And this time last year, I went, let's try and get rid of this effer. Okay? Yeah, that does it. That does it. Get lost. I do not want to be tailed by that guy. Envying me and imitating me. Anyway, hopefully you guys get the meaning of what I'm saying, but I went back to being a waiter around this time last year, and for a while I did it full time, and I hadn't been doing YouTube in ages, and anyway, it was, I was really happy doing that for a bit, and, the year before was Atlas, and I went nuts as a YouTuber, and I ate, slept, and drank YouTube, and I did it. I just went all in, and a year later I went all in as a waiter, and somehow there's a balance. I should have had that balance by now, but COVID is a mother effer, guys, and my job just dried up. Doesn't even really exist anymore. I had a decent restaurant job, and they went, fewer shifts. We shut down for 4 or 5 months, whatever it was. We reopened. There were a few shifts here and there, and now there's just none. It's like,
I made it
if you haven't... Yes, we did. And our last night. Amazing, guys. We're going to come in 2 days if we do this right. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think we can do it in under 2 days, but we're 17 hours ahead of my last time. So I think this challenge might be done forever. I don't think we're ever going to come back to this if I put in a personal best here. We'll have to take on new ones or something. But anyway, the point is for me is stepping away from it. Came with that all this shame and guilt to go, people help me pay my bills because they love the videos I made, right? And so every time I stepped out of my wheelhouse, ARC videos or building videos or this or that, I felt some shame and guilt. And when I stepped away entirely, the only way to not feel them was to not think about it and disconnect completely from the community. And there was a real community. Like, we built a hell of a community. My peers were jealous of the geeks. And I owe big apologies to Arali and to anybody who supported me over on Patreon. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I had to do what I had to do, and I think you guys understand. 1 flare left. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, good to know. Let's get another cup of coffee. Let's try and build up this energy level a little bit. Oh, I'm not thirsty. Okay, we'll drink when we're thirsty. Only 1 flare left, but we do have the flare gun. That probably works just as well. I had 9 flares at this point last time, but I think I found a container full of them up at the mountaintop. So anyway, guys, I'm back with this series, making some videos and opening myself back up to this world. And I don't know what the future holds and how much of this I'll do and if I'll disappear from your lives again. But I hope to find a balance. I hope there's a future for me where I pay my bills doing this and I work a job just a couple hours a week for the social life at a great place. And, use that job to meet, friends and an amazing woman. And hopefully that is all in the future. But the way that I used to do this, it just doesn't work for me. I can't do it like I used to do it. The happiness I felt doing it was a bit of a false happiness. It was like I would feel it when I was doing a great imitation. When I looked at my channel and I think like, hell, I'm almost BOO. That's when I was really, really happy doing this. And at the same time, it was, I think we go this way. Shoot, I don't remember. Bit of a I don't know which way to go moment here, guys. We'll find out pretty soon. We're still ahead of schedule. I know the next spot we're going to stop and use we're going to use the stim pack and sprint. It's this way. It must be this way. Yes, it is. Good choice. Okay. This is the old mining road, and this is kind of a stopping point we were looking for. Not a stopping point, but a waypoint in the journey. One of the landmarks is these signs, and it's a long road up the mountain, so we have more time to blather. And then we have, after this, let's stop and map for you guys. We're already as cold as you can get. Started at Mystery Lake, all the way through here, Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf Mountain, boom. Then we come down across the top of Pleasant Valley. Right now we're here, and we're going to find the path to the Coastal Highway. Oh no. Yeah, Coastal Highway. Through the mine to the Coastal Highway, through this mountain. And then we'll come out to the Crumbling Highway, Desolation Point. So 2 more regions, but really like 20 minutes of your life waiting ahead of us here, guys. I'll keep drinking the coffee. At some point, I'm going to hammer that stim pack. I think I know when and where. We're going to sprint across the lake, the frozen lake, and we'll cut so much time off the journey if we can do it that way. But anyway, I was my happiest when I was completing my imitation. And And that allowed me to stop envying, right? To think someone else might envy me, right? But I was still, I was still imitating, I think even at the best of times. But of course, there's some, with all the, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours of me on YouTube, there is the real me mixed in there, salted in there, and probably the majority of what you've watched of me is the real me. And for those of you that got to communicate over voice or Discord chat, or even watching in the comments, whatever, you're getting the real me a lot of the time. But at the same time, I was always imitating. I was, you know, if it wasn't, you know, the guys I started with, the Corrales and the BOO, and I mean, to be honest, when I stepped away from YouTube is when I started getting in Corrales reached out to me about my Atlas videos and said, like, oh, great job, dude. I think we'd chatted once or twice before, but I mean, I kept, you know, I have these little, I would brag to the Discord community, look, so-and-so replied to my tweet, right? And it's just like, you know, if I'm really in this for me and my own honest motivations, where does that come from? I get it. It's cool. The same way maybe I reply to your tweet someday in the future and you're a up-and-coming channel creator and you get all giddy from it. I totally get it. But in the peak of making those Atlas videos, Corrales reached out to me, and I was like, oh, my mission is complete. I have accomplished everything I intended to. And, you know, made a few grand in a month, right? But if not imitating those guys' personality or playing the games they played or making the style of videos they played, I was imitating someone else, like my friend Tag. And Arali the Geek, he might be watching this now still, is somebody I admire the absolute utmost because he's not an imitator and he's always done it for himself and, you know, likes his job and, you know, never thought about making YouTube the job or pursued it with the insanity I at times pursued it. And, you know, he was married and had a house and had responsibilities that I just didn't have. I had this freedom to go pursue this in a way that a lot of people don't. And I still have it. So when I decide to return to this world, I can do it like I used to do it. But really never like before. I just mean I can do it with the freedom I did before. All right, guys. So we're into a mine. I didn't bring a lantern, and we only have one flare left. Is that right? So light a small fire? What should I do? I need to be able to see. Yeah, let's do that. I need to be able to see in there until we find a lantern. So we'll break this down 5 minutes. We'll start a really quick fire. I have all the stuff we need for it. More sticks? No. Okay. So we'll just take what we've got. We'll start a small fire right here. We'll make a torch. Let's do this real quick.
That should help warm things up.
And we'll keep 2 sticks so we can do this again. And that should be fine. We're not really going to search as we go through this mine. We don't need anything. I'll put a little food and coffee in my system. Coffee can just keep you going almost eternally. It's amazing. So this is the difference between last time. I had to get here and sleep and get to the next place and sleep. And I did 4 sleeps between the mountain and the finish line. We'll grab this little bit of accelerant. I don't think we're going to need it. And we'll grab that book. That'll help us start a fire. And this torch, they don't last for long. So hopefully I find a lantern before we get to that point. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Kind of got to focus on the game for a brief minute at least. I think these both go the same place. I can continue the blathering when we get out of the mine, but it's going to be very dark in here, and I'll be limited to matches if we don't find anything. Leave it all, and we're just gonna drop down here. Okay, and let's get out of here. Which way? Yeah, let's focus on the game for a minute. We can continue the conversations, and I can catch up with those of you who are watching this live. Hopefully I did another live premiere. Those are always fun. This is our shot at a lantern. No, no lantern. No lantern, and I don't even know why we're bothering. We're not going to find one in here, are we? Maybe.
That'll come in handy.
No, it won't. I don't want this stuff. We're on the home stretch. Okay, continue. Let's just get... There's 2 more rooms in here. And the last time I came through here, I was out of beverages. I didn't have anything to drink. I even had to stop and light a fire and melt water. So we have such an opportunity to beat my best time, which was, I thought, miraculous. And we do it with hard weather. We did not have the best luck this time round. Dead end, wrong way. All right. Unless there's a lantern somewhere obvious here, we're going to stop and do another fire. Another stim. Amazing. That is going... We're going to sprint the whole way home. No way. That's good luck. Okay, good fortune. I don't want to get through here on matches. Tell me the exit is up ahead here. I do not want to do this in the dark. Okay. Let's just do it. I know how to do it. We're fine. Cannot start a campfire indoors. Right. Alright, guys. So... Oh, good luck. Good. Awesome. These matches aren't the key. We don't need anything. We're out. We're out with 2 stim packs. Amazing. I'll take that just in case. Let's get another cup of coffee in us. There are no more... there's nothing more like this that we have to go through. No more indoor things. And there's an extra flare, which is good. We'll take that just in case. We got 2, which means we can come encounter with a couple of wolves and be fine. And now, so this area, guys, it's like a switchback trail, a road that goes back and forth on this mountain. So we're going to do what we did before and hop, skip, and jump down to the bottom of this. And at the bottom, we'll fix up our sprains and take some painkillers. I think I still have lots in that department. Look how much coffee we have. I need to just keep chugging it. I made too much. I made way too much. Who knew? Okay. I could even sprint. We could do some sprints. It would be silly. Like, can I just keep drinking coffee? And get my energy all the way back up to full? Maybe. We'll save it for after those stimulant shots. So, this is going to hurt us at some point here. But we need to go across this lake. And normally, when the weather's bad, you don't risk going across the lake. You follow the road. And it's coastal highway. If you look at the map one more time, the road curves all the way around this. We're just going to go right across. We're going to sprint across the whole lake, 2 stim packs, and we'll hammer our way across. I'm calling them stim packs like it's Fallout. But basically, an adrenaline shot straight to the aorta. And that's what's going to be our ticket to success. If there's a wolf, we'll just run away from it. We'll be that high on endorphins. Not endorphins. What's the stimulant one? I don't know. Anyway, it's very much the home stretch, guys. We'll be done in a few minutes. Maybe 10 at the most. But we need to get to the other side of that island. As soon as I hit the ice, we're stim packing. And we're going to go hard. And I might as well sprint and use up the energy that we do have before we do that. Why not, right? Home stretch. There's a wolf. Good time to run out of energy, eh? Oh, okay! I didn't think he would do that while I had a flare in my hand. No way. No way. Oh, my friends. Oh, my friends. I'm going to post this. I have to post it. I can't believe I should have fired the gun and scared him. I can't believe I did that. I guess our health was so low. Did I not fix our wounds? Were we still wounded? Did I hurt myself coming down that mountain? Oh, idiot. All right, guys. It's such a classic move by me. We're 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, we would be done. I'm going to have to do another series. So you're not going to get 3 days of videos. You're going to get 6. This is the end of episode 3. We're going to try again. I can't believe it. That means I have plenty of opportunity to talk more. You guys got a good sense of where I'm at in the world right now, but I can't believe I did that. Oh my god. I thought if you had a flare, they wouldn't do that. Lessons learned. We're gonna get moose stomped next time, and it'll be a 5-day blizzard. We were doing so good. Anyway, now you know the challenge. You know point A, Trapper's Cabin, to the Mystery Lake Camp Office, to the Carter Hydro Dam, down the river, up through the cave, to the radio tower, down across the fields, to the river, up to the, past the farmhouse, up to the whatchamacallit, the damn Trapper's Cabin. We'll fire a stim, not the Trapper's Cabin, the Draft Dodgers. We'll fire a stim. We'll be up the double rope. We'll go to Skeeter's Ridge. We'll crash in a basement for an hour. I can see it all. From there, we go out to the abandoned prepper's cache, fire up that rope, and then it's on to, within 24 hours, we will be at the Mountaineer's Hut. 24 hours later, or less, 18 if we do it like we did this time, we will have been to the top of the mountain and back down with the flare pistol, and we'll be ready to roll. Then it's a straight shot. Run down the ice. You've seen it. We were almost there. Then there's a lighthouse. Then we get to the top and we fire the flare. Just don't charge the wolves next time, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. I can't believe I did that. We will do this again, and you will know the journey, okay? I love you guys. We'll do it in 2 episodes next time. I'll cut out anything that's not super interesting, and I will have much less to blab about because I got it all out of my system. I love you. Thank you for watching. I can't believe it ends like this. I'll be back in your life with another one of these. See you in the next one. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll talk to you all real soon.